Alright fellas, here we are back in Pokemon Masters. So here's the part 2 for the July Sync Pairs overview. You know, for part 1 we looked at Summertate and Liza, and Variety Scout, Mallow, and Kiawe. Now we're going to be looking at everyone else. Rose, Oleana, Lagirda, as well as the power boost for Blue and Dojo Gloria. Obviously, Hop and Claire got an EX. I don't really need to go over that. Support EX on Hop though, really good obviously, of course. So, first I want to actually go over the power boost, because I like looking at these power boosts first. I've already looked at Blue's. Only thing I know is that Blue got his, I looked at Blue's entire grid. I saw a little bit of Dojo Gloria stuff. It's not really impressive. And I know Lagirda's got some cool things that I'm going to be very happy about. That's about it. But let's... What am I looking for again? Yes, let's... yeah, I was already at flying, so Blue. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna get the grid set up too. This guy gained a lot of stuff, right? I need to actually find a picture of his grid. I want to find a picture of his grid before Blue and Pidgeot grid. I actually want to look at that. Let's see. So, okay, so here's that. Oh, yeah, there was the, I forgot about the other website. Oh, yeah. I'm sad this website, you know, didn't get updated. Is it still up? I may try and find this later. Anyway, yeah. So, here's the old Blue grid. He's got Brutal Clarity, he's got Harry, obviously. These are the only things he really had, but now, and of course the, you know, 4 sync nodes, right? But now he's gained the obvious nodes in the plus 20 special attack and plus 20 speed, which obviously going to be very good for his already really high special attack stat once Mega evolved. And he's going to get ramp up on his trainer move, sorry. So, which is great, honestly. It's an amazing thing, because if you go for NPR on his trainer move, which you definitely can, like that. Big whoop. If you want to do that, go for it. But if you go for the trainer move NPR, then obviously he's going to get accuracy buffs for his Brutal Clarity, right? Just, you know, 1+1 here. Evasion buffs, which are great. Well, they're good for sure, so might as well. And then you're going to be buffing your crit on his own, as well as buffing your special attack, meaning you won't have to use this to buff his special attack. You can just use this for 3 turns, and you'll have your max special attack, max crit, and +3 accuracy, and then you'll use your sync move. That's great, right? In my opinion, that is an amazing ability to have there. Plus, you're already starting out with +3 accuracy. You can obviously bring a support to max that out a little bit better. That's just a great ability, in my opinion, having ramp up here on his trainer move. So that's good, for sure. And then Brain Sync 5 and Sync Power Flux. Sync Power Flux is bad, whatever, I don't care. It's a multiplier, he needed one, he got one. So I'm sufficient, I'm happy enough with that. And then Brain Sync 5, 50% multiplier. So his sync move is going to be doing a little bit better damage now. Of course, it's going to be hitting around the same as a normal striker's sync move without having the, you know, nodes. Well, him with the nodes is going to be hitting similar to a striker's, you know, base power without having the nodes, right? Assuming they're both 5 out of 5. So, I mean, that's good, right? Getting the extra damage on a sync move, he's going to be doing a lot better, especially coming off of a 400 special attack stat, well, 440 some special attack stat, since you're going to be picking this up to start, and then obviously you're going to have that over 500 special attack stat afterwards, right? And especially if you have him EX'd, it'll be, you know, even higher, right? Level 150, he goes over 600. Oh my god, this guy's crazy, yeah, for sure. Blue's grid is definitely a great upgrade already. I think he got a little bit other stuff right. Anything else that's important to note? Yeah. No, I think that's it. Pretty sure that's it, yeah. Okay, yeah. And Head Start 1. Yeah, Head Start 1 he got, doesn't really matter in my opinion. Would have been better if it was Adrenaline. If this was Adrenaline, whole different story. That'd be an amazing ability. He still has Harry, but I wouldn't even go for it. The damage is going to be just fine with Brutal Clarity for now, and you can, you know, I just pick up the sync stuff. You can crit for Harry if you want to, but I don't like flinch-based multipliers. They're too inconsistent for me. But yeah, overall, Blue's upgrade definitely looks good. I really like it, so that's a great Masters Day expansion. I'm happy. Okay, and Dojo Gloria, just going over, she got nodes for 2 out of 5, 4 out of 5, and 5 out of 5 PokeFair nodes. So 2 out of 5, she gained Super Duper Effective 2 and Double Down 2. Nothing really super crazy. I mean, having Double Down's great and all, but she already hit like a nuclear bomb on type anyway. So, I mean, this stuff doesn't do much to make her even better, right? And then 4 out of 5, she got Restoring Strike 4 and Interference Immunity. Interference Immunity is not really all that amazing. And then Restoring Strike is solid, but I wouldn't really go for this since you're kind of just affecting the level of ease it takes for you to get all of the nodes you want with Gloria, right? So I just wouldn't pick it up. Yeah. Some more stuff like that, right? I don't remember the grids for Gloria here, but I would just not pick up Restoring Strike. It's not worth it. And then 5 out of 5, you get Head Start 1 and Impervious. Again, also not really all that important. It's just a little bit of utility stuff and immunities. That's it. Just bring a support if you want to get immunities to stat debuffs or, you know, prevent confused trapping or flinching. If you're really struggling with flinching, confusion, or trap in like a stage or whatever, just change her lucky skill to like you know, Unflappable or Escape Artist or whatever, right? In order to actually, you know, prevent that. Or you can use a deluxe cookie and get this ability yourself if you want. If you really are struggling. So again, Dojo's Gloria's grid nodes, nothing. It's nothing crazy. Who cares? It's whatever. But she was already good enough, in my opinion. You don't need to upgrade her even more. She's already really strong, so who cares? Now, let's look at Lodge Irida, of course. I want to save, you know, the new sync pairs for last. I tend to like doing this. Lodge Irida is new, but it's a Lodge unit. Come on. This unit looks fun. I'm going to show him at 5 out of 5, of course. Whatever. Who cares? Yeah, okay. So, attack 376. She uses a tech fire type sync pair, of course, with Flareon, which is nice. 600 HP, 176 defense, 184 special defense, 288 special attack, 288 speed. So about average free to play stats, solid attack. She's got Fire Fang, 10% chance for flinching and 10% chance for burn. X attack, yeah, great. Flare Blitz, that's not bad. Flare Blitz is not bad. That's pretty good. And then with a 10% burn chance here. And then Vast World raises her special defense by 1, raises her crit by 2, and applies gradual healing. This is good because it also has 2 uses. See, this is what you know, these variety scouts with one move point on their trainer moves could use, right? Where they buff allies crit by 2, but can't max it, unless it's like Sharp Entry or Team Sharp Entry or something. Yeah, you could use this 2-use trainer move. She maxes her crit and attack on her own. Woo! Awesome, right? Of course you're going to bring support anyway, though, because this is too slow for buffing. Anyway, and then obviously her trainer move here, or her sync move, is Can't Stand the Swelter, Fire Impact. This attack's power is increased when the target is burned. So, not hard to get the burn off here, because she's also got Hostile Environment 2, meaning the burn chance here is going to be 30%, as well as on Flare Blitz. So, many chances to get the burn, right? And then, yeah, so this kid just already looking solid enough, right? She's got flinches here, she's got burn, she's got damage with Flare Blitz. Passive skills, recoil, well, not recoil removal, but stand fast 9. Combine this with the fact she's got gradual healing, you're not going to be taking that much damage in recoil, alright? You're going to be doing a lot of damage, but you can definitely, you know, mitigate the damage, especially because, one, if you're going to be running this unit, you're probably going to be running Cygnus Subordi, who's going to be healing you a lot by himself, or you're going to be running Cygnus Acerola, who benefits this unit a lot, and is also able to heal allies in grassy terrain. So, there's that. And then, of course, Aggravation 2 and Hostile Environment 2, turning her burn and flinch chances into 30% chances, which is good, of course. So, base kit already looking good. But let's go over here and look at this. So, let's have some fun, right? Let's have some fun. I'm already seeing some good tools, some very fun tools. Double Down, Aggravation, Hostile Environment, Scorching Sync, Super Duper Effective 2, Burn Synergy, 4 Sync Nodes, Stand Fast 5, First Aid 4. That's it. I'm already down in energy. Okay. She's got a lot she can do, clearly. So let's look at a DPS standpoint, right? If we want to use Flare Blitz here. Generally, you're going to use a Lodge unit on type. I mean, you can run them off type, but no point, honestly, I would say. So, Super Duper Effective 2, Burn Synergy. You could go for the Hostile Environment here. Great, right? You could pick up something like this. This honestly isn't that bad. I may actually honestly pick up this because the heal or I don't know which one's better. One of these, you could go for one of these if you want to go for a pure DPS route. You'll get the 30% multiplier here on Burn Synergy. You'll get a 20% multiplier on Super Duper Effective 2. Flare Blitz will be doing solid damage here. Not like the greatest damage, but of course pretty solid damage, right? Come on. That's not bad. Definitely not bad of a grid here. And you got your half sync grid here as well. If you want to EX her, then you got that too as well. Stand fast 5 flare blitzes though. Those are going to be hitting pretty hard. And you got that 50% flinch or 50% burn chance here with hostile environment, so that's good as well. But a good one, this aggravation too. This turns her flinches from 30% to 50. 60, you know, coin flip, right? That's good. That's good for sure. I'm just looking at all of this, and I'm honestly liking this kit a lot. If you want to go for a nuke grid, you got a lot of nuke stuff. Double down and scorching sink. You got a lot of nuke stuff you can pick up here. I think you can actually pick all of it up too. Actually, no, you can't. Because it's hard to pick up this node. If we don't want to go for that one, then can we pick up everything? Yeah, just fine. Yeah. You can go for the sync nuke here, especially with the innate multiplier here as well. She's going to be hitting pretty solid, you know. Again, this is a free-to-play unit here, or an equivalent of a free-to-play unit, because that's just what Lodge units are. They're pretty much free, right? They didn't have to give us sync pairs with the Lodge. They could have just given us free rewards. I'm not going to say she's, like, freely obtainable, but she's essentially on the level of, like, you know, Blue and Arcanine, Misty and Psyduck, those type of units, right? Giovanni and Persian. I'd say this is good. For a free-to-play unit, this is definitely good. Like, if you didn't pick up Signet Suit Red with your, ticket thing, and you want to have a good partner for Silver, because she could be a pretty solid partner for Silver, I'd say. You know, they can both run the physical set, especially with Silver's sync move. Silver sets Sun, just so she can do even better damage here. She's got flinches and burns, and she's got just good damage and flare blitz here. She can hit hard. She's going to be a good solid for a unit for a, you know, dual striker setup or dual damage dealer setup with Silver here, right? Off of a pretty solid attack stat. Overall, for a free-to-play unit, I'd say she's pretty solid. I would say so. I'm definitely going to be doing a good showcase on this unit. I actually really like this unit. A lot more than Adaman's Lodge unit, and honestly. I like Adaman's base unit more than I do Irida's, but I do like Irida's Lodge unit more than I do Adaman's, which I think balances out. Either way, I'm happy. Definitely happy with this Lodge Irida here. So, let's actually move on to the big kahunas here. We got Rose and Oleana. And they're not kahunas. They're like businessmen and women. Okay. We'll look at Rose first, and then we'll look at Oleana last. Oh my god. Okay. That's too much to look at, man. Okay, I don't know anything about what this guy does, by the way. So he's a Steel Striker. Alright. 700 HP, 370 attack. Low defenses. That's weird. Okay, I get it that they don't really go off of game stats, but I feel like Copperage's defense would at least be like around the 180s. Come on. Come on, man. You could have done that. Sure. And then meager speed. I don't know why they give these units special attack. Okay. Stats aren't everything. I'm not going to say I'm super impressed with these stats for PokeFair, but hey, the attack stat can definitely work. So, there's that. I'm sorry. Anyone want to fucking explain these numbers to me? This ain't hit the gas. This is fucking this is fucking pedal to the metal. What the fuck? This is hit the gas? Is this Ironhead Space Power? Oh my god. Okay, either way, this is fucking cracked. Steel, Rock, and Ground. This dude's just Giovanni. Okay. Okay. Still though, that's... Whoo! Okay. That looks visually appealing to me. Actions, not words. Raises the user's attack by 6. Raises the user's crit by 3. Increases the physical moves next by 1. Lowers the user's speed by 2. Fuck this dude. Okay. The Millennium for now, Steel Impact. And of course he's got Gigantamax, Copperaja. Gmax Steel Surge. Applies Steel Damage Field to the opponent's field of play. And then Max Rockfall for Sandstorm. And Max Quake for Special Defense. Fuck, he's looking strong. Dude, he's looking strong. Okay. P moves and max moves expansion. No. When a move used by the user's Pokemon that targets itself or an ally is successful, the target becomes all allied sync pairs. When a move used by this user's Pokemon that targets an opponent is successful, the target becomes all opposing sync pairs. When the user's max power and chances of applying additional effects are affected by this passive skill are not lowered. Whoa. Holy shit. That's fucking strong. Okay. Oh. Hit the gas 5. Rose's results. Powers up, these are steel type moves. The user's moves never miss. Okay, hold. Is this why Ironhead does so much? Give me another Ironhead unit. Grimsley. That's what I want to look for. Grimsley. Ironhead, 110. Okay. So the Ironhead power up isn't okay. So it's not in this base power. What is this at 1 out of 5? Still. Okay, how much of a power up? I'm gonna guess it's like Adamant is like 50% buff. In which case, fuck, because this is also buffing. I'm assuming I could be wrong, but I'm thinking it's also powering up his sync moves here. Which, if so, oh my gosh, holy fuck, this guy looks cracked at 1 out of 5 already. Okay, I need to actually like, I need to compare. I need to compare here. 390 gas, 166. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna calm down a little bit because he's got the same stuff as Diantha, but the difference between him and Diantha is that 1, he does not need to sync to actually do damage. 2, he's got the max move. 3, he's got fucking extended range and extended max moves. So okay, but that's a good reference, I guess. Still, oh my gosh. The mitigation for of speed for his trainer move is bad for sure, but you can definitely buff speed or gauge or whatever. That's not a big problem. But if you're running with Valentine's Marnie, your speed's gonna suck. You're gonna need some good gauge. You are gonna need a gauge support for this guy. But because of the fact that he already busts his attack, you can bring like Signasuit Morty, I guess. Also, he's got sand-based stuff, in which case maybe not. Still, let's look. So 1 out of 5. He's got nothing really that's super beneficial for him other than just some power stuff. 2 out of 5, double down and super duper effective, which honestly I'm not gonna say anything about super duper effective or super, effective related nodes here, because he's got 3 offensive types. I did the same thing for Giovanni, or at least thought the same thing for Signasuit Giovanni, because, hitting for 3 types with high damage is definitely, something to consider, right? It's not just one strong move that can off-type. This is 3 moves that can hit super effectively, so I think that's worth considering. Interference immunity, whatever. Sync freebie, that could actually be good. Move gauge refresh on Ironhead, solid, and then max super preparation. Woohoo! Gives him max. Okay, that's good. This guy's gonna be hitting like a fucking truck on type, and off type, I don't know. Maybe it'll be good. I'm already seeing some good multipliers. So far, not really too impressed with the 2 out of 5, but if you want to go for it, I mean, you get the super effective stuff here. You can definitely make it work here with these strong moves as they are. But 3 out of 5, okay. He's obviously getting the power for his sync moves, but I don't care to consider those that much. Steel DF on opposing sync power up 5. Powers up the user's sync move when steel damage field is applied to the opponent's field of play. Okay. Max countdown, that can be good. Sync nodes, of course. Surging Sand 3, Haymaker, and Furious Brawn. Okay. Okay, you can calm down now, businessman. Okay, you can calm down. This is a funny man, I'll be honest. This is a very funny man to me. Oh boy. Yeah, he looks like, okay, you could definitely run a solid grid. Okay. 3 out of 5, he looks good, definitely. Surging Sand 3, Furious Brawn, it's going to make these moves hit a lot harder. And then you've got the sync-related stuff with Haymaker, and then the Steel, whatever the fuck you want to call this, and Double Down. Well, that's only assuming you're going for a Steel-type sync move, right? So I guess maybe the Double Down may not be the best, depending on what you want to run. So, I guess I'll consider that. But if you do actually want to sync with him, and you got that... You got that. You could definitely run that as well if you wanted. Either way, you're going to be missing out on sync node, but still. Haymaker, this ability. Good luck with that Surging Sand. And you can pick this up. Still, though. Yeah, for a super effective grid, whatever you're facing, this is already looking solid here. But then if you want to run something and get some extra power, maybe, sacrifice this ability here. pick up Surging Sand. Or maybe just, you know, build a grid depending on how you want to run it, I guess. Would this work? No, it wouldn't. That would, though. Just depends how you want to make a grid. I mean, this guy can hit hard, yeah. It looks like he's going to be hitting pretty hard. He's already very impressive looking, I'd say. But, you know, numbers can lie, and just the visual appeal can definitely lie as well, because this just looks... It just looks strong. But maybe it's not in practice. But I'm going to say it probably is. I'm going to say this is probably a really, really strong sync pair. So, that 3 out of 5 definitely looks good. Also combine the fact that he's got all these max move power-up nodes. So if you want to run a nuclear max move, you can do that. 3 out of 5 again is all I really ever recommend getting a sync pair to. 4 out of 5 and all of that is just for units who really need it or your favorites. But we'll look here. Another GMAX Steel Surge power-up node. Oh my god. 660. You're just going to bomb the enemy. You're just bombing them at that point. That's it. You're just nuclear fucking weapon. And then Defense Crush 9, I wouldn't worry about it too much. It's AoE defense debuffs, but it's... Just go for the power stuff instead. And 5 out of 5 Impervious is not worth looking at, but then Steel DF on opponent. Okay, hit move, free move next. Who cares? No. 4 out of 5 I'd say is the max you should go for this unit. These two abilities here don't matter. This is just free moves next whenever... Yeah, to the user when its attack move is successful while the steel damage field is in play on the opponent. Which is good for infinite gauge, but just bring a gauge support. It's not worth the candy or the extra gems spent to get this guy to 5 out of 5. But if you do have him at 5 out of 5 anyway, and you plan to have him at 5 out of 5, then maybe this is actually really good, right? But yeah. 4 out of 5 is what I'd probably recommend for max, but 3 out of 5 realistically is what you should only get, because you're not... This is just... The 4 out of 5 I only would ever recommend if you really want to get a nuclear max move, but you don't have to, for sure. You can just go for the damage stuff here with Haymaker, Fierce Brawn, Surging Sand, the sync nodes, or just go for these other max nodes here as well. But yeah, overall, Rose looks strong. That's the bottom line here. He looks very strong for sure. I'm pretty impressed with what they did for him. He looks very appealing as well. Looks like he works well with Giovanni. Very funny, you know, being businessmen in the villain arc. And now the final sync pair of the data mine, Oleana. Oleana's got a nice EX, so I'm very curious to see how they're going to make her work here. Poison type tech, we've had enough of those. Stop, please. She's also got Dynamaxing, you know, Gigantamax Garbodor, don't know why I pronounce it like that. 336 attack, stats overall don't look that great. They're a little bit worse than Rose's. Well, the defenses are better, which is good, but attack's worse. HP, I think, is a bit worse. Oh! Oh, okay. Never mind. What? What do you have? Hit the gas fucking bombing or something? Jesus. Whatever. Fine, I'll look at that in a bit. 4 gauge gunk shot here, 80% accuracy, or 80% accuracy. Move gauge boost, sure. Venom Drench lowers the target's attack, special attack, and speed by 1 when the target is poisoned or badly poisoned. Janine has it, so this could actually be solid. And then Please Leave reduces C move countdown by 1, raises attack by 4, raises accuracy by 2, and raises crit by 3. Jesus. And then still good with it, Poison Impact. The more the target's stats are lowered, the greater the power of this attack. So innate power play, or whatever it is. Okay. Alright. So far so decent. This is a little bit menacing. Of a base power for Gunk Shot. Jesus. Move gauge boost, I don't really see the point in. It looks like just kind of a sub in, but I'm not going to complain too bad. And Venom Drench, I mean, stat debuffs, nice. Okay, status P move on poisoned opponent. Okay, what's with the P moves? On poisoned opponent, stat down ×3. Okay. When a poisoned or badly poisoned opponent's stat is lowered by a status move, it is lowered by 3 times the stat ranks. Okay, sure, yeah, so that's fine. You know, instead of debuffing this by 1, you debuff it by 3. What the fuck? That's fucking powerful. Okay. Max move hit, team poison rebuff down 1. Oh no. Poison type rebuff. Okay. When uses max move targeting an opponent is successful. So, rebuff. Poison rebuff is here. That's awesome. And then ally poisons, badly poisoned. When an ally leaves an opponent poisoned, it leaves it badly poisoned instead. So that's also going to work for her as well. So basically any partner you have that leaves an ally or an enemy poisoned will also become badly poisoned instead because of this ability. So if you run her alongside, Halloween Iris for, Poison Zone and all that, Iris can actually poison with acid, and you can hit multiple enemies. So if you hit like 2 or 3 enemies and they become poisoned, they'll become badly poisoned, which is good for sure. So 1 out of 5, she's got poison rebuff, debuffs enemy stats down to max, or down to fully debuff stats for attack speed and special attack. I worded that horribly. Attack speed and special attack debuffed to -6 within 2 to 3 turns, depending on how quick you poison, or if you have an ally that poisons. That's already interesting. And then innate power play here is also really strong. And then a fucking 194 power gunk shot. Do we have a character with gunk shot yet? Because why the fuck is this move this powerful? No, we don't. Is that why it's so powerful? Okay. Because no one would, in my opinion, would expect gunk shot to have the same level of power as like fucking hyper beam. Like what? Or similar anyway. Like, god damn, that's strong. Okay. Attack stat kind of hinders her a tiny bit, but it's still not bad. It's definitely not bad for sure. And then the poison rebuff. 1 out of 5, she looks good. She looks like a good tech damage dealer. Oh, hold on. I didn't even look at her fucking max move. Max Malodor. Leaves all opposing sync pairs poisoned. Okay, fuck. That's great. Yeah, 400 base power. Okay. A nuclear weapon that also poisons everyone. Sure. Yeah. So turn 1, use this. Or turn 2 if you know. Trying to move. Then use that, leave everyone poisoned, and then Venom Drench. Okay, yeah. And then you got the Sync Nuke here. Innate Multiplier is already going to be really good, by the way. It's like Classic Elisa. This is literally Classic Elisa 2.0, except she doesn't debuff defense or special defense that I know of. Please don't. 1 out of 5. Move gauge refresh. That's about it. 2 out of 5. Toxic Power 2 and Virulent Toxin. Those are actually not bad. Potent Toxin. Yeah. Trying to move, hit, and heal. Sure, I guess, but nothing amazing. Staggering, I guess, is whatever. Accuracy is actually good. More move gauge refresh. And then post haste. Nah. Okay. 2 out of 5, I actually think it's a little bit better than most units 2 out of 5 grids. So, there's that, but I'm not going to say it's anything crazy or cracked or anything like that. I'm going to just say it's good. You could definitely pick up something like this if you want to be gauge sufficient and have a decent gunk shot accuracy. You just could ignore the potent toxin. Or you can, pick this up and have the enemy take a lot of poison damage, because the poison damage can rack up for sure. And then you're obviously going to be hitting with friggin' gunk shots all damn day long, so we'll consider that. And 20% power to sync moves and normal moves. That's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad. And then staggering here if you want to get really lucky. There you go. So 2 out of 5 is not too shabby, I guess. I wouldn't definitely recommend candying just 2 out of 5, but hey, that's not bad. It's not bad. And 3 out of 5. Oh, goddamn. Okay. Okay, let's take it all in. Toxic Power, Virtual Toxin, Power Play, G-Max Malodor power buff there, Sync Nodes, Ramming Speed, Move Gauge boost, Pep Rally 2. Did I miss anything? Shielding Strikes, I don't care. Turn to move. Okay, Berserker, sure, on the turn to move. Okay, did I go over it? I think I went over it all. Oh god, I'm sorry, that was just funny. So, Toxic Power 3 and Virtual and Toxic 5, so even more, damage and sync power-ups. And then Power Play. So she's essentially got 2 of these, right? If they don't give fucking Classic Elisa Power Play in her grid expansion, her PokeFair tiles, I'm going to flip out, because they're giving every debuffing unit power play as an innate, and then they're also giving it to them as a multiplier on their grid. They gave it for Neo Champion Serena as well, and it's now starting to kind of piss me off a little bit. Whatever, I digress. Power play, obviously she's going to be hitting like a bomb with her fucking sync nuke. She's going to be hitting pretty hard. And then ramming speed. There's just a lot of things you can grid here. It depends on what you want to do. I probably wouldn't pick up pet. Speed of all allies. maybe pick this up. I don't know. It depends on what you want to do, of course. If you want to go for a full power, you know, sync nuke, I guess, then you could pick up, you know, Virulent Toxin, sync nodes. Is this the full thing for? Yeah, this is the full thing for the sync nuke. You could definitely pick up something like this, similarly, anyway. It just depends on what you want to go for. I'd probably go for this. You got the Malodor power-up buff, of course, because it's going to be hitting really hard anyway, so might as well. Power play, of course, is just going to be a great multiplier, plus the N8, and then, of course, you got Virulent Toxin 5 and Virulent Toxin 2 for a total of 70% extra power on top of the double power play, and then the sync nodes here as well. So, yeah, that's pretty good. And then the poison rebuff as well, so that's the full sync nuke grid that's going to be hitting hard. But then if you want to go for, like, a DPS grid, if you want to maybe not run her nuke and you want to run her as, like, a side DPS or something, maybe go for something like this. Something similar, anyway. Hold on, I forgot something. I know I forgot the toxic power boost, yeah. If we go maybe something like this, where you can pick up the Pep Rally if you want, because Pep Rally is good, for even for a tech unit. Being able to buff ally speed is definitely a solid ability to have. Not necessary, of course, but if you want, like, if you want to max out her full potency, I probably wouldn't pick this up, and maybe I would pick up, you know, the power play. Damn, that's unfortunate. Sure, something like that, maybe. Pick something up like this, where you got power play, and you got ramming speed, and then you got even some more sync power-ups as well. Something like maybe mixing their her DPS and her sync move. This is what I probably run if you just want to do damage and syncing, but if you want to do a little bit more utility, obviously you can change it around and grid Pep Rally here, because buffing ally speed is great. Pick up maybe G-Max Malodor if you want for a really strong max nuke. And all of that stuff, right? So these are two definitely really, really solid 3 out of 5, right? Really solid 3 out of 5 grid, but of course, kind of expect that at this point. She even looks good still, though, at 1 out of 5, I'll be honest. Solid, really solid base power move here with Gunk Shot, move gauge boosts, whatever, but then the innate power play alongside being able to debuff attack speed and special tech by 3 in 1 turn, pretty good. And being able to easily buff or easily poison enemies, so good. So such a good ability, helps out all poison units, as well as, of course, the rebuff. That's even better ability, right? So yeah. Of course, it's gonna be all enemies too, so that's good. Yeah, I like it. I like Oleana a lot here. Honestly, she's got a really solid kit. Helps out poison a lot as a type in general. She got, you know, the AOE. Or, no, is it AOE? No, it's not max move. No. But it's not an AoE max move, but it just poisons everyone. Whatever, it's fine. And then, of course, the rebuff. So, yeah, she's going to be helping out poison types a lot. But the only thing is that you're going to have to either choose to run her or Iris, I guess. Unless you want to run, like, one of them as a tank. And you could have, like, Oleana, Iris, and then, like, Emma. Because Emma can buff ally speed, which is good. But this would probably be another situation where you want to run Pep Rally here on Oleana's grid. You could probably make it work. Maybe have one of them as a tank. You could probably shred through a stage or two. I don't know. Maybe I'll try it if I can pull Oleana. I don't know. I don't plan to pull for her directly, but I will do dailies. So, anyway, yeah. 3 out of 5 looks good. 4 out of 5, Ruthless Toxin 9. Oh my god. Lowers target stats. One of the stats by 2. I'm not sure if I like that or not. Max move team defense down too, so she also debuffs defense. I wouldn't say this is too major of a pickup. This, though, could be good, but I honestly don't. I'm not big on it for the fact that, like, if it happens to roll on attack, special attack, or speed, it's not going to work because you've already likely fully debuffed their attack, speed, and special attack because of Venom Drench, right? And you've got that, you know, 3 chances to roll on one of those stats whenever you choose this ability, so that could be bad, but of course you can debuff any of the other stats as well and just help out with her Rising Tide or her power play, right? Maybe. And then was this 2 for and soften up? Don't go for the 5 out of 5. Just the 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 actually looks really strong, honestly. I feel like they're maybe transitioning us into thinking 4 out of 5 is a really strong and worthwhile, investment, and then they're going to do the same thing for 5 out of 5 later on, making us want to fully max out these units instead of just going for 3 copies, right? Which sucks, but whatever. still, 4 to 5 actually does look pretty solid. Even this is a relatively solid ability if you want to get this power play faster, right? Overall, 4 to 5 looks good as well. I'd still only go to 3 out of 5 though. She doesn't need anything else. If you want to debuff stats, figure it out. Because you can't bring Classic Elisa. You can bring like Neo Champion Serena, I guess, if you wanted to. They debuff, she debuffs stats pretty well. And then Dojo Gloria can debuff defense. It just depends how you want to do it. It really just depends how you, who you want to bring and who you how you want to debuff them. There's a lot of options in terms of debuffing though, so you can just do it however you like. Still though, activating that power play, not going to be too difficult. Obviously you got these poison multipliers, which she poisons very, very easily. She got the max move for a lot of strength. She's got ramming speed as well for just extra damage outside of it. Pepper Ally in case you want to buff ally speed with her, which can be good. And then of course she's got the rebuff here. And easily being able to debuff offensive stats and speed. So, yeah. Pretty good unit here overall, I'd say. I don't know which one's better between her and Rose. I'd say Poison needs the help more than Steel, Ground, or Rock. But that's just kind of my opinion. I think Oleana may be a little bit more worthwhile to get than Rose. But Rose still looks really, really strong, right? Overall, this month is very, very strong for sync pairs, of course. But that's kind of what I expect when it comes to, you know, the Galar villain arc. Does not explain why Tate and Liza are so strong, but still, whatever. I digress. I think I'm going to end the video there, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. So far, well, not even so far, just overall, the month is looking to be really, really good. All these sync pairs are really, really strong. I'm pretty impressed with their kits. Oleana and Rose are definitely some really good additions to the game in terms of both, you know, the characters and the sync pairs. Very, very good sync pairs. Very, very cool characters to actually have into the game. Yeah. Hoping the Galar arc ends up being a really, really good one, you know. Since they said it's going to be the final villain arc, I hope that this is, you know, a good way to end it. But anyway, I'm going to end the video there, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know what you think about the month of July and all of the sync pairs coming with it and, you know, just everything in general. And I guess late June for Tate's drop, depending on where you live. But anyway, guys, yeah, I'll see you all later. Hope you all enjoyed. Bye.